God says, I am speaking in anger today. You made a mistake that heaven noticed. And if you walk away from this message, it will not be forgiven. Don't skip God. I am speaking directly to you with a fire that you cannot ignore, because what you did was seen, recorded, and felt in the deepest places of heaven. Not a small thing that goes away over time, and not something you can hide with silence or something else to do. You are in a moment that can either lead to healing or to space. Which way it goes will depend on how long you stay and listen. Moving away now means more than just leaving words behind. It means leaving correction, safety, and mercy that is still reaching for you even when you are angry. If you believe, type Amen. If I say something angry, it's not to hurt you. I'm mad because you are more important to me than your mistake. You made a break, a shift, a small opening where loss and confusion can start to come in, and I won't keep quiet as long as that door is open. I saw the choice you made when you thought no one was looking. And I could feel how far away it put you from the path I had set out for you. Because of this, I need to call you right away. What's broken can still be fixed if you stay and let me talk to your heart. You need to know that even when things happen quickly, heaven still cares about what you do. Everything you do has meaning, and each choice you make brings you closer to light or farther away from it. Even though I don't want to shame you, I will tell you the truth. Soft words can't wake up a sleeping spirit. You need to understand how important this moment is so that you don't do the thing that caused this breakup again. You need to be able to clearly hear my voice so that you can go back to the place where you feel safe and at peace. If you feel like something is stirring inside you right now, don't push it away. That stirring is the start of healing trying to reach you. To show your faith, please like this video. This will make room in your heart for what I'm about to bring into your life. For some reason, this moment feels heavy. You may not fully understand why, but your attention has been drawn here so strongly. This tone of voice shows that I am not random and that I do not speak without a reason. Someone or something needs to be fixed right away, because waiting can make a small mistake have a bigger effect. I am not holding you here to trap you. I am holding you here to keep you from doing something that will cost you more than you think. You made a mistake, not only in what you did, but also in how you lined up with others. You left what I put in your heart, and even though it seemed small, it changed the way you were going. The reason I'm calling you back right now is that I won't let you go when I have already marked you for something bigger. You're not like most people, and your path isn't supposed to lead to confusion or giving in. To agree, type yes. Pay close attention, because what I'm about to say is important and could change everything. Even though I'm mad at you, I'm not pulling away from you. Because it's in my nature to heal, not leave. But to fix things, you have to pay attention, be humble, and be ready to say where you went wrong. What you don't want to face can't be fixed. And what held you back can't stop you from moving forward. You can still receive grace right now, but that doesn't mean you should ignore the truth. I'm giving you another chance to change before the effects get worse. This is what grace means. You don't have to guess what to do next, because I'm standing here and talking clearly. I'm telling you straight out that you need to turn your heart around. Let go of what made you make this mistake and let me lead you again. You are not the only one going through this correction. Even if it makes you feel bad or heavy, I am with you now, closer than you think, and I am watching what you do. This is not about being perfect. It's about going in the right direction. You can choose to go back instead of moving forward in a way that will cause you to lose. Don't let your pride hold you back. Don't let fear make you think it's too late. It's not too late yet. Which is why I would rather speak now than wait. Not speaking would mean I'm far away, but my voice means I'm still calling you and reaching out to help you get back on track. You were picked for more than just this mistake. You were chosen to grow, get stronger, and fulfill a purpose that can't happen if you stay where you fell. There are things that need to change. But I'm not done with you yet. I will tell you what to do because I care. And I will show you the way because I can see what you can become if you get back on track. You are still close to me, still under my watch, and still linked to a goal that can't be erased by a single mistake. But you need to know that ignoring this call will make the gap between you and them even bigger. You are at a point where things will change in a way that many people don't see coming. It doesn't look like much from the outside, but it holds the weight of your next step. If you move with awareness, you'll get back in line, and the peace around you will start to grow again. You will slowly become more confused and start to wonder why things no longer feel right if you don't pay attention to how you feel right now. I'm telling you this before the confusion starts because I want your life to stay clear. Why are over 19,547 people getting rich all of a sudden? Because they started using a weird 9-word password that was found while studying the brain. People use it from their couches and report getting money in their accounts without expecting it. Getting rid of debts and improving their lives. Scientists say it turns on a part of your brain that controls abundance that is 150 million years old. Life-changing, backed by Harvard and tested in the lab. Elites used this password in secret until a neuroscientist told everyone about it. Then it spreads quickly and could be taken down at any time. Before it's gone for good, click the link in the description and comments. When you were about to make that choice, you had a moment of doubt. That doubt was my voice trying to help you. You knew what it was, but you didn't fully understand it at the time. That short pause wasn't a mistake or a sign of weakness. It was a warning meant to keep you safe, but you ignored it. That's why I'm speaking to you now in a firm voice. Don't keep going in that direction. Do not lie to yourself and say that you did not feel that inner check. It was true and it was meant to help you. Now is the time to recognize it because that's the first thing that will help you become more aware again. In those quiet times when you hear my voice, you start to walk with more clarity and fewer regrets. Type 777 to get good luck. There is more to what I want you to understand than what you see. It's not just about making one choice. It has to do with how sensitive you are to my advice. As you ignore those inner warnings more and more, they may fade away until you no longer notice them at all. I won't let that happen without calling you back first because losing that connection would cause you extra trouble. You were not made to go through life without any knowledge and make choices without thinking about them. When you walk, you should feel connected, understand, and always be aware of my presence guiding you. That's why this moment is so important. It's a chance to make that connection stronger again. Now is the time to become more aware, more in tune, and more rooted in the path that has been set out for you. You might be feeling regret, but that shouldn't break you down. It's meant to wake you up. When you let regret hold you back, it becomes harmful. But when you face it honestly, it opens the door to change. Instead of pulling you down, let that feeling pull you back. I'll show you how to move forward. I'm not asking you to always feel guilty. If you want to answer, please be honest. Let go of what you need to let go of and get back in line with your intention. Not by not making mistakes, but by dealing with them in a way that brings you closer to me instead of pushing you away. This is how you get stronger. Today, there is still protection around you, but it works best when you walk straight. When you move away from that alignment, you start to feel resistance and confusion. Because of this, you must come back not out of fear, but because you need to understand it is better for you to move forward with certainty than with doubt. If you believe in Jesus, type 1212. Pay close attention because every word I say has a purpose. You are not being punished more than anyone else. You are being told to improve yourself. Something is different, and that different thing makes everything different. It means that you are being shaped into something stronger, clearer, and more like the purpose that God put inside you. I don't think you have to be perfect. I expect that you will be willing to listen, willing to change, and ready to come back when you realize you've left. Being willing to keep going keeps your path open and your connection alive. Without it, even small mistakes can grow into bigger problems over time. You might feel tense right now, but you need to be tense when something important is at stake. You're not having a fun time. You are in an important one. The choice you make now will affect how you think, move forward, and react to choices in the future. That's why I'm speaking so clearly and strongly. You still have a future ahead of you that is full of peace, growth, and happiness. You still have that future. It is still there, ready for you to get back in line with it. You can hold on to what pulled you away, though, and not move toward it. You have to let go of it completely and go in a different direction. Even when you can't see it yourself, I see the potential in you. When you stay aligned and aware, I can see what you can become. That's why I won't let you drift without correcting you. I'm not rejecting you with my correction. It's a guide. It's a direction. This means that people still see and value you. Don't think of this moment as something to be afraid of, but as something to learn from. This should help you become more aware of my voice so that you can hear it better in the future. One way to get stronger is to pay more attention and be more in sync with each step you take. This is better than avoiding every mistake. As long as I keep talking, there is still something inside you that needs to be strengthened so that you don't go back to the same pattern. Now I'm making you more aware in a way that stays with you even when no one else is around. You've been through times when you weren't sure what to do, when you didn't feel like your steps were being directed, and when confusion tried to take over your thoughts. Those times were not wasted because they taught you what it's like to move through life without a clear plan. I'm going to give you something new and stronger. Now, this will keep you steady even when everything else around you seems to be shaking. This is the start of a stronger bond that won't be easily broken by pressure or other things that come up. Can 9 easy words really make a difference in your money? It has already helped more than 19 Zen people get out of debt and start living a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. When brain experts found out that this password works up to 20 times faster than the law of attraction, they were shocked. A lot of people do it every day and money just pours into their lives. Some people even think the results are so powerful that they feel divine. But this breakthrough is already being threatened by the law and could end at any time. Before it's gone. Click the link in the description and comments. You are quietly becoming stronger right now. And it's not just because of your own hard work. It comes from being willing to listen, pause, and take criticism without running away from it. This is the kind of moment that many people try to avoid because it makes them feel bad. But you're staying, and that's what makes change possible. Being present in the present moment gives you the chance to grow past what used to hold you back. To claim miracles. Type 1010. I want you to understand this. Well, because if you don't, you'll miss how important this moment is. Truth is not pushing you away. It's pulling you closer. There is no reason for the weight you feel to break you. Instead, it is meant to ground you so that your next steps are safer. You are being put in a position where you can make decisions with more knowledge and where your direction will be more stable. Even though the mistake you made doesn't make you who you are, how you deal with it will. Now, you need to pay extra attention because of this. Being honest and open in your response will make you stronger, clearer, and more in sync than before. You will keep going in the same pattern. If you respond with avoidance, it will keep pushing you further away. Right now, you need to pick growth over comfort. Comfort would tell you to forget about how you feel and keep going with your life as if nothing happened. Growth tells you to stay, listen, and let yourself be corrected so that you don't do the same thing that made you take a break again. It's not always easy to grow, but it always leads to better things. I'm training your mind to pay attention to the little things you used to miss. Those signals aren't just feelings. They're direction meant to keep you on track. You can see your way better and make better decisions when you learn to recognize them. In this way, you'll start to walk with confidence instead of doubt if you believe in God. Type 222. Also, you need to understand something more important than the mistake. The thing that stops you from growing often hides in small things and choices that at first glance don't seem dangerous. At those times, things start to go in a different direction. And if you're not careful, they can take you farther than you planned. I'm teaching you how to clearly see those times so that you don't get caught up in unnecessary conflict. You're not weak because you messed up. You are a person and learning makes you better. You are called to break out of old habits and become someone who moves with awareness and purpose. That's what I want you to do now. To understand something better changes the way you think and act. Don't forget how powerful your attention can be. What you pay attention to will determine where you go. You move in alignment. When you stay in touch with the truth, your direction starts to change without you even realizing it. When you get sidetracked, so I want you to stay in the present. Be aware and keep your heart open to receiving guidance. As of right now, there is still protection around you. That protection is also strong. It stays the same. This will always be the case as long as you choose to walk in alignment. You are not left open. Now you are being led back to a place where that protection can once again fully surround your path. Being more responsible may make you feel better, which is a good thing when you understand it right. Responsibility is not a burden. It means you are becoming more aware of the choices you make and how they affect other people as you grow. It means you are becoming someone who moves with purpose instead of carelessly. I'm not telling you to be afraid. I want you to carry awareness. Being afraid will stop you, but being aware will help you move forward. You can see better when you walk with awareness. And when you can see well, you choose better. This is the way I want you to go now. You need to understand right now that this moment is not meant to just go by without leaving a mark. This will stay with you and help you decide what to do the next time you have to make a tough choice. I'm not only fixing what went wrong, but I'm also making what will help you move forward stronger. This is what makes growth last. Instead of just being short-term, you've made decisions in the past that felt rushed, like you didn't give that quiet voice inside you enough attention. Those moments led to results that made you wonder how quickly things could have changed. Right now, I'm teaching you to slow down, notice that inner signal, and act on it with clarity instead of impulse. This is where your life starts to become wise to agree. Type 11:111. The truth is that your path was never meant to be spur of the moment. Being aware, connected, and having a steady sense of what fits with your purpose or what were meant to guide it. When you move without being aware of that, you let confusion in that isn't yours. You are being pulled back into alignment so that your steps start to go in the direction that was planned for you. Do not forget how important what you are learning now is. This isn't just a fix for today. It's also getting you ready for the future. Coming up are times when the choices you make will matter even more. And the awareness you build now will help you stay strong. Then, in ways you can't see right now, you are being strengthened in a way that will continue to help you. What if all you needed to do to get rich was say the right words? This forgotten prayer is now helping regular people get out of debt and become financially free. Researchers say that each of these 9 words opens up a brain area that is deep in charge of abundance. It works in just a few weeks for people who use it at home. It was never meant for everyone. The government could pull this secret at any time now that it's out in the open before it's gone for good. Click the link in the description and comments. It's possible that you're becoming more humble, and that's not something you should fight. Being humble helps you stay open, learn new things, and stay in touch. You won't be able to take any more steps on your path if you don't have it. It's not weak to be humble. Being strong in this way keeps you in line with the truth. I want you to know that your mistake has not changed how much you are worth. You are still picked, still seen, and still loved for a reason. But just because you were picked doesn't mean you don't get help. Being carefully led so that you can walk in all that has been planned for you is what it means to get grace. Type 555. What I'm showing you now has more to it than meets the eye. It's not just about what you did. It's about how you're changing. Your body is changing so that you listen more carefully, move more carefully, and answer clearly instead of confusingly. It didn't happen all of a sudden, but this change is real. It's happening inside you as you stay present. You might notice that your thoughts are getting clearer, that the choices you make feel more in line with your goals, and that you are less interested in the things that used to distract you. That means that alignment is coming back. When you are aligned, your path feels lighter. You can see where you're going better, and your steps carry a peace that you can't force. Once it feels lighter, don't rush out of this moment. Hold on to what you have been given. It will help you decide how to handle situations that would have thrown you off course before. Keep it with you as you move forward. This is how you turn being corrected into long-term growth. You won't just hear from me once and be left to figure things out on your own. I will continue to lead you even if you don't see it right away. When the moment is over, my presence doesn't go away. As long as you let it in, it stays with you, steady and constant. You will soon be tested again, but not in the same way. It will come in different forms. You will be able to see how much you have grown and how much you have learned in those moments. You will be able to respond in a different way, to choose alignment and to move forward with clarity instead of confusion. You're not going into those situations unprepared. What you are getting now will give you the strength to deal with them. You are being made aware of things that will help you see when they don't fit with your path. If you had to be told this, it's still a gift. Do not let doubt creep in and tell you that you can't change. You can do it, and you're already changing. There is a change going on inside you because you are still here, still listening and still receiving. That change will last as long as you are connected. Hold on to what you have been given. Feel it in your mind, in the choices you make, and in the things you do. In this way, alignment stops being something you have to work at and starts being something you naturally are. The things that are going on inside you right now won't go away when you look at something else. More than that, it's becoming a part of how you think, how you act, and how you carry yourself from now on. This is the difference between hearing something and really getting it. You're not just hearing words, you're letting them sink in. And that's what makes change last. There were times when you went through things without fully understanding why they happened the way they did. You asked about results. You didn't understand why some paths got harder. And the weight of not having clear answers made you feel heavy. Of those times, you can now see that many of them had to do with awareness that you ignored or missed. I'm not telling you this to make you feel bad. I'm telling you this to help you understand so that you don't make the same mistakes again. You are entering a space where you will become more aware and make decisions with more thought. Moments like these where you choose to stay present are the first steps toward making this happen. Don't rush past the truth. Instead, let it shape you when you stay. That choice is what sets growth apart from repetition to get strength. Type 8088. You are being led away from what made you make the mistake and toward something better. You are going in a direction that will bring you peace, clarity, and stability. But you have to help it happen. It is up to you to choose to walk in line with what you are seeing. You don't have to force yourself to be perfect. You just have to choose to be aware over careless. You might start to notice that some things don't feel right, even if they did just before. That is not a mess. That's growth. You become more sensitive to what belongs in your life. When you are more aligned, you start to see what helps you stay on track and what gets in the way. You can protect yourself by being aware of this. And if you pay attention to it, it will lead you. Being able to walk with alignment gives you a quiet confidence that starts to grow. It is steady and clear, but not loud or strong. You start to trust your steps more, not because things are easy, but because you know you're going in the right direction. This is what I'm making you right now. An assurance that comes from a bond, not from not knowing what will happen to ask for peace. Type 333. So what does neuroscientists mean when they call this a wealth trigger? Because this 9-word password is already being used by 19,547 people and things are changing quickly in their lives. Unexpected deposits, debts forgiven, and a whole new way of life. Scientists say it uses a brain system that is 150 million years old and controls money and plenty. It has already changed a lot of people's lives in just a few weeks. You're lucky to be seeing this. The page could go away at any time. Before it's gone, click the link in the description and comments. Also, you need to know that consistency is key to growth. Feeling this moment isn't enough. You have to change or go back to your old ways. What you are getting needs to be reflected in the choices you make every day. Every choice you make is a chance to practice what you are learning right now. This is how alignment stops being a one-time thing and stops being a part of your life. I don't want you to be perfect. But I do want you to be deliberate. You should be deliberate about what you think, what you do, and how you react. When you sense that inner signal, the way when you move with purpose, you make things clearer and less confusing, your steps get more stable, and your path becomes more stable. Things will still get hard, but you won't handle them the same way you did before. When you face them, you will be more aware, know what fits with your purpose better, and have a stronger connection to your guides. This is what makes you different from the people you used to be. You're not the same person you were before this. Realizing that you need to take care of things is a sign that you are growing up. You are changed into someone who thinks about every step they take and doesn't just do it. This doesn't stop you. It gives you power. It lets you choose your own path instead of letting fate decide where you go. You will still have freedom in your life. I'm making changes to how you use it. When you have freedom without awareness, you get lost. When you have freedom with awareness, you grow. This is the way of life. I want you to have one in which your choices are based on clarity and purpose instead of whim. After this moment is over, don't let anything else distract you. Hold on to what you have been given. Let it change how you act in situations that used to make you want to run away. This is how you put what you know into practice. You still have more to come. And the things you're working on now will give you the confidence to go for it. You're not being stopped. You are being put in place with more clarity, strength, and awareness than before. They are ready to move forward. You used to question yourself a lot. When you weren't sure you could make the right decisions, that doubt wasn't just a sign of weakness. Your listening and responding were not clear, which led to it. Right now, that clarity is coming to you and it makes you feel stable in a way you haven't always felt safe. You're starting to believe in your steps again. Not because everything is fine, but because you are more aware of things to stay strong. Type 66. You need to know that this growth will be put to the test. Not to break you, but to make what's inside you stronger. There will be times when old habits try to come back. When patterns you know try to pull you back in the same direction you used to go. In those times your awareness will show you the way. During those times what you do will determine whether you move forward or go back to what you were called out of. Don't be shocked when those times come up. They don't mean you're failing. They mean you have a choice. Every choice you make is a chance to strengthen the alignment you're achieving. When you choose awareness over impulse, you make your path stronger. It will be easier to stay steady the next time. You are not going through this process by yourself. Even if it feels like you are, I'm with you in those moments, leading you through that quiet signal you've started to pick up on. That moment of pause, doubt, or knowing is not random when it happens to you. They are meant to keep you on track and moving forward to walk in safety. Type 444. You are becoming stronger on a deeper level. Now, one that isn't based on circumstances or what other people think. Connectivity, awareness, and knowing that you are being led are at the heart of it. This strength doesn't make you stiff. It just keeps you steady. It lets you move on without being easily upset by things that used to bother you. You might notice that the way you react is changing. You might not react the same way you used to. Things that used to be confusing are now more clear, and choices that used to feel rushed are now made with more thought. This is not a coincidence. It is a change. What you are receiving and using is what you are getting. I'm not taking away the problems you face, but I am changing how you deal with them. You are learning not to react without thinking, but to react with thought. This change will keep you from having to fight things that aren't necessary and lead to better results. It won't make things easy, but it will help you see where you're going. At times, you'll feel like you need to act quickly and make a choice without giving it much thought. Remember what you are learning right now during those times. Just take a moment to listen and let that inner signal lead you. This is where your strength lies. Not in how fast you move, but in how well you make your choice. You are becoming someone who doesn't drift away easily, someone who stays in line even when things get tough. It's at this point of growth that you'll keep getting better in every part of your life. It will change your relationships, the choices you make, and your overall path in ways you might not fully understand yet. I'm leading you to a place where your path is clear and not clouded with doubt. Where you don't make choices based on impulse, but on what you know. This is the kind of life that brings peace and stability even when things go wrong. When things start to feel better, don't let yourself get comfortable. To grow, you need to be consistent. And you can be consistent by staying aware. Always listen, always answer, and always make sure your actions match what you are being shown. People's financial lives are being changed quietly by a 9-word password that got out. It has already helped more than 19,000 people get money, freedom, and peace. People use it every day from their couches and say it has helped them make real money. Scientists say it works much faster than other methods because it uses deep brain pathways that are linked to money. Elites used to keep this secret, but now it's spreading too quickly. But this secret could be revealed at any time by the government before it's gone for good. Click the link in the description and comments. You're not the same person you were before this. It looks like some things have changed, gotten stronger, or been fixed. This isn't the end of your growth. It's the beginning of it. In the past, there were times when you felt like you were carried by whatever came your way. Like your direction was determined by chance rather than choice. You are no longer being led there. You are learning how to stand tall, move with purpose, and understand that the choices you make each moment determine your path. Now that you know this, you have more control than you thought you had before. Type 999 to get to your true purpose. Now you need to watch out for your consistency. It's not enough to feel aligned sometimes and drift away other times. Being aware turns into strength when you act on it every day. Every time you answer clearly, you make the path you are walking stronger. When you stop and listen instead of reacting right away, you build stability that is hard to break. There will be times when certain things that used to bother you will no longer bother you. Things that used to bother you will start to seem less important. This isn't loss. This is getting better. Letting go of things that don't help your growth is part of making room for things that are truly in line with your path. In order to become more aware, you have to go through this. The way you walk now is different. You can feel it even if other people can't see it right away. Your decisions are more stable. Your thoughts are more steady and you have a quiet confidence that wasn't there before. Getting along is what this is, not pride. It happens when you choose to stay in touch with what is leading you to get direction. Type 111. Also, you need to know that growth will sometimes feel like being split up. You might feel different in some places with some people or even with habits as you become more aligned. Don't be scared of this. It's just a part of your growth. You are not being left alone. You are being put in a place that helps you reach your goal. Do not try to fit back into something that doesn't fit. Believe what your heart tells you. When something doesn't feel right, it's probably because you're not meant to stay there the same way. Being aware of this will help you find places and make choices that reflect the person you are becoming, not the person you used to be. I'm not taking things away from you to make you feel empty. What doesn't belong is being cleared out so that what does can go where it belongs. There may be times when this process makes you feel bad, but it leads to peace and clarity. No matter what comes into your life, it will feel right because you are aligned. You are also learning how to be in charge of your own direction without carrying too much weight. It's not a burden to be responsible. It means being aware. It means being aware that the decisions you make and the steps you take affect your future. When you accept this, you move with purpose instead of just letting yourself drift. There will be times when you think about the past and how different things might have been if you had known these things earlier. Don't let those thoughts make you feel bad about what you did. Instead, let them show you how much you've grown and how far you've come. Not your past makes you who you are. It has made you ready. Now you're in a place where you can move forward without being confused. That clarity will help you make choices that seemed hard at first. In tough situations, it will help you stay calm instead of being scared. This is the strength that comes from being in the right place. Don't give up on what you have received. Don't let other things pull you away from this path. Keep choosing to be aware. Listen and respond with intention as much as possible. This is how you keep the growth you've already made. How you react to your own thoughts is changing. You're not letting every urge control what you do without thinking about it. Instead, you are pausing, observing, and making a choice on purpose. Now is the time to show your strength. Not through force, but through control. You have control over where you go, what you do, and how you move forward. Type 1313 to tell the truth. You need to stay aware of this even when things feel like they've happened before. When you're used to something, it can pull you back into habits that you have already grown out of. Going back to what used to feel normal can make you feel at ease even if it doesn't fit with who you are becoming. Do not let ease take the place of clarity. You have to stay aligned even when it feels easier to move backwards for the things you are building. There will be times when you are tested in quiet ways, not by big problems but by little choices that don't seem important at first. These are the times when your growth is clear. You strengthen everything you have built. When you choose awareness in those times, when you don't pay attention to it, your alignment gets worse without you even realizing it. You shouldn't just react to things in life. You should be aware of every step you take as you move. It's now a part of you and it will keep getting stronger as you use it. It gets stronger as you depend on it more. The less you pay attention to it, the quieter it gets. Kindly type 1414 to walk in virtue. How did the wealthy get so much money so easily? The public now knows a simple 9-word password. A lot of people use it every day and see money come into their lives like never before. Scientists say it turns on an old brain system that is directly linked to having a lot of things. Life-changing, backed by Harvard and tested in the lab. Many people have already been able to get out of debt in just a few weeks. This breakthrough is under a lot of stress, though, and it could end at any time. Before it's gone, click the link in the description and comments. You are also feeling a deeper peace even if you aren't fully aware of it yet. Being at peace doesn't mean that everything is fine. It comes from being sure that you are on the right track and not just drifting around aimlessly. This peace will last as long as you keep in touch with what you've received. You may start to notice that things don't bother you as much. Things that used to make me angry or confused right away are now easier for me to deal with. It's not that life has changed. It's that you have changed. Being aware of something is changing how you react. And that change is giving you a new experience. Do not forget how important these changes are. Even though they seem small, they are making you stronger. Being aware of everything around you makes you more stable. Each choice you make on purpose strengthens your path. This is what makes growth last instead of just being short-term. Even so, you will still have times when you don't know what to do. Growing doesn't get rid of problems, but it changes how you deal with them. When you're not sure what to do, remember what you've learned. Take a break, listen, and then make a clear choice. This pattern will help you move forward. You are also learning to trust the process and not rush to get results. You may have felt the need to act quickly in the past to avoid pain or uncertainty. You now know that waiting makes things clearer. You can make better choices when you give yourself time to listen and think. You are being led to a way of life where your steps are not hurried but planned. Where you don't make decisions based on impulse but on what you know. This is the way to get to growth and stability. You're not the same person who messed up. You are more aware now that you have grown, learned, and become more mature. It doesn't change what happened, but it does change how you move forward. It keeps you from doing the same thing over and over. Keep this awareness close to your heart. Don't let other things or stress take your attention away from it. Stay clear as you move forward. Stay open to what is being said and keep doing what you know is right. There is a clarity coming over you that is unlike anything you've ever felt. Even though it's not loud or pushy, it is always there and can't be ignored. You will know when something is right when it feels right. You will also feel when something doesn't work. The clarity in front of you is your guide, and it will keep you safe if you listen to it. To stay aligned, type 1515. You need to be aware that the way forward won't always be perfectly clear. You will have times when you need to rely on what you've learned and trust your inner knowing without any outside proof. Here, your growth will be put to the test in a more serious way. You're no longer at the start. To move forward, you need to be aware of what is going on around you. If you don't see results right away, don't let doubt take over. On the outside, growth doesn't always show up quickly, but it's always going on inside you. What you're building right now is getting you ready for times that haven't come yet. You will understand why this process was important when those times come. It's also being taught to let go of the need for other people to agree with your decisions. Some people will not understand the changes you're making. There will be people who don't see the growth that is happening inside you. This doesn't mean you're going in the wrong direction. To move with conviction instead of looking for approval is what it means. To trust the path. Type 1616. Now you have a strength that doesn't depend on what's going on. What's going on around you doesn't make it rise and fall because it is based on awareness and alignment. It stays the same. This strength will help you get through things that would have scared you before. It will help you stay strong when other people might give up. Things that are important to you may start to shift. Things that seemed important at the time might not be as important now. Things that seemed far away may now seem more real and close. This is not a mess. It is clear. Things are looking different now that you are looking at them from a place of alignment instead of distraction. Don't fight these changes. Let them show you the way. Most of the time when your priorities change, it means you are being led toward what really matters. Holding on to old priorities will only make you feel tense. Getting them out of there will bring peace and direction. It's also becoming clear to you that your surroundings affect how you align. How you move forward is affected by the places you stay, the people you let in, and the habits you keep up. This is becoming clearer to you, which will help you make better decisions about what to keep and what to let go of. Occasionally, it will be hard to let go, especially when it involves something you know well. When you're used to something, it can make you feel safe, even if it's not helping you grow. But you are not meant to stay where you have grown too big for. You should move forward into things that fit with who you are becoming. Let me show you how to live a life where every step you take is planned and you know where you're going. It doesn't mean everything will be easy, but you won't get lost either. You'll know how to get back into alignment when you're not sure what to do. You'll know when something is pulling you away and be able to take a strong step back to get clear. Why are so many people suddenly getting money? Because they found a 9-word wealth password that was hidden in research on neuroscience. Users report getting money they didn't expect, getting rid of debts and finding new opportunities. Some people say it feels almost divine. Scientists have confirmed that it turns on a powerful old part of your brain that is linked to wealth and plenty. But it won't be free for long now that it's been leaked before it's gone for good. Click the link in the description and comments. You haven't come this far to go back to the things that stopped you before. You haven't stayed present during correction only to drift away again. You are moving forward now that you understand something better, and we need to keep that understanding safe. Hold on to what you have been given. Do not let distractions make you less aware. Listen some more. Continue to answer. Keep doing things that are in line with what you know is right. Now you're at a point where something that was hard to understand before is clear in a way that can't be undone easily. Being aware of things inside you has grown, and it doesn't go away when you're distracted. In quiet times when no one else is around, it stays with you and guides you. This is how you know that change has happened. It keeps happening even when you're not interested in it. The way you handle each moment is different now. You're not reacting the same way you used to. And you're not letting every thought dictate where you go. You make choices on purpose. Pause when you need to and listen before you move. This kind of discipline makes you stable, and stability is what will keep you on track in the days to come. To stay on the ground, type 1717. You need to know that this is not the end of your growth, but the start of a new level of responsibility. Being aware makes things clearer, but you have to be consistent to keep it up. You can't go back to being careless and expect to stay in line. Now, it's up to you to keep what you've built up by making choices, staying focused, and being willing to stay connected. There will be times when life tries to rush you again, when you have to make quick decisions and act right away. Remember what you have learned at those times. There is no need for you to move quickly. This app lets you pause, listen, and make a clear choice. This is what you do to keep your alignment safe. Type 1818 to move without any trouble. You are also learning the difference between being important and being in a hurry. Not everything that seems important at the moment is. And not everything that is important will seem important at the moment. After reading this, you'll be able to make decisions that matter and avoid stress that isn't necessary. Your path becomes more planned and less reactive when you move with this awareness. Now there is a deeper peace growing inside you that is hard to disturb. It's not about when things are perfect, but about how well you can stay aligned even when things aren't. You are moving in the right direction. If you feel this peace, it's a quiet sign that the choices you make are in line with what you've learned. You might start to see how this awareness changes every part of your life. It changes the way you talk, think, and act around other people. It tells you what to do so you can get better results and avoid unnecessary conflict. You don't have to force this. When you stay aligned, it just flows naturally. There will still be problems, but they won't be as important as they used to be. They will see you with a different frame of mind, one that is based on clarity instead of confusion. It doesn't get rid of the difficulty, but it changes how you feel about it in the face of problems. It gives you the strength to handle them without giving up. You are also becoming more aware of what you can and can't do. It is important to know when to move forward and when to move back. Being aware of this keeps your energy safe and helps you keep your mind on what's important. It helps you stay away from things that aren't helping you on your path. Don't ignore this awareness when it tells you to move away or make changes. It's not pulling you away from good things. It's pulling you toward right things. Even if it seems strange, trust it because it is part of your growth. I'm not going to leave you to figure this out on your own. I will always be with you, steady and constant, helping you through each step. There is something there that supports you and keeps you aligned even when you don't feel it strongly. You have gone through correction and let it make you stronger instead of breaking you. That's what strength is. That's growth. That's what makes you different from the people you used to be. You are no longer moving without being aware of it. It's clear to you that you're moving with intention and purpose. Do not give up on this path. Don't let short-term comfort or other things distract you. What you've built is valuable and it will continue to help you if you keep at it. What you now have established inside you is more than just awareness. It's a direction. No longer are you on the edge of confusion, not sure which way to go. You now know the difference between being aligned and being distracted, between being clear and acting on impulse. And that knowledge will continue to shape every move you make. In order to make your path steady, you can't avoid every challenge. Instead, you have to learn how to deal with them to stay steady. Type 1919. You need to use this understanding every day, not just as a feeling for a short time, but as a way to keep moving forward. Every choice you make will either strengthen or weaken what you have learned. That's why being consistent is so important right now. You are no longer in the dark. It's no longer a guess. You have knowledge when you make your choice. And you should show that by how you act. There will be times when your mind tries to go back to old ways of thinking and you start to doubt or hesitate. This makes sense since growth doesn't instantly erase the past. You are no longer limited by those patterns though. You can recognize them. Take a moment and make a different choice. That's the power this process has given you to walk in strength. Type 2020. Why are over 19,547 people getting rich all of a sudden? Because they started using a weird 9-word password that was found while studying the brain. People use it from their couches and report getting money in their accounts without expecting it. Getting rid of debts and improving their lives. Scientists say it turns on a part of your brain that controls abundance that is 150 million years old. Life-changing, backed by Harvard, and tested in the lab. Elites used this password in secret until a neuroscientist told everyone about it. Then it spreads quickly and could be taken down at any time. Before it's gone for good. Click the link in the description and comments. As you move forward, you are also putting more trust in yourself and the people who have been helping you grow. This trust isn't just based on faith. It comes from having done it. What you felt is the difference between ignoring and listening, between rushing and pausing. That has shown you the way to clarity. This is what gives you the confidence to move forward. You are feeling a calm sense of certainty right now. One that doesn't need to be reassured all the time. It's quiet but strong. You don't have to think too much about each step because you know how to get back into alignment if you feel uncertain. As you go forward, this certainty will become one of your best qualities. You might also start to notice that the way you think about problems is changing. What seemed impossible before now seems doable. Things that used to be confusing are now chances to use what you've learned. This shift isn't a mistake. It comes from the growth that has happened inside you. There is no longer any doubt in your mind when you react. You are responding because you understand everything has changed. It changes how you see things, how you think about them, and how you handle them. It helps you stay steady even when things aren't going your way. There will still be times when you feel like making a choice is heavy and the outcome is important. Remember what you have been given at those times. Take a moment to listen and trust the clarity that comes up for you. This is how you keep moving forward without getting off track. You're not the same person who stood at the start of this correction. You have grown, changed, and become stronger in a way that will help you with what comes next. This is not the end of your journey, but it is the start of everything that comes next. Don't move from this foundation. Don't let anything else take your attention away from it. Move with purpose. Listen and keep doing things that are in line with what you know to be true. You still have a path ahead of you that will help you grow, become clear, and find your purpose. The things you've built here will help you get through it. Right now, you're better prepared than you were before, and that will help you in every step you take. People used to need harsh corrections to stop them, get their attention, and help them see clearly. That time is now past. You are no longer being held back by a sense of need. You are now moving forward because you understand there is a different kind of strength here. One that doesn't depend on intensity, but on being consistent and clear. To stay in line, type 2121. Not with pride, but with awareness. You need to know how far you've come. You changed. You let the truth get to you, shape you, and change the way you move. Something like that doesn't just happen. This could have been avoided if you had chosen to listen instead of leaving. It is now your job to keep what has been built inside you safe. There is no need for fear or constant tension in this. It needs awareness. It needs you to keep in touch with what you've learned and use it in all parts of your life. Once you do this, alignment is natural and doesn't feel forced. Feel free to type 2222 to move forward. There are going to be times when you don't feel as intense as you did at the start. That doesn't mean you're getting lost. It means you are growing past the need for speed. Your goal is to move with quiet confidence instead of letting strong emotions control you. This shows that you are older, not farther away. At the same time, you are becoming more aware of your own independence. You won't always need a moment like this to show you the way on your own. You'll start to see what lines up and what doesn't. This is what came out of what was put inside you. It's not something that goes away. You feel like it's part of you. Even now, there may be times when you're not sure what to do. When you stop and think. When that happens, go back to the base you've already built. You understand how to pause. You listen well to make a clear choice. You know how this is what will help you stay steady. You are no longer being changed by every new thing that happens. You are becoming someone who moves on purpose and picks a direction instead of just letting things happen. There will be changes in every part of your life because of this big change. It will make things clearer and more stable where there was confusion and doubt before. Don't let yourself get careless again. Being careless doesn't always show up in clear ways. It can appear in small choices and times when you decide not to pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to these times. They are either places where you grow faster or slower. That doesn't mean you have to be perfect, but you should stay aware. Being aware is what keeps you in line. As this awakening grows inside, you know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our COF community, by doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to still souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart. And as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens.